Hey everyone, this is Michelle Edmonds and I'm the author of the Serenity Weight Loss and Detoxification Program. And as always, I'm going to be talking about elements of our program that would help all of you, our listening audience. But I must confess, I am first and foremost always talking to current enrollees of our program. And what you can get from it, I hope you get a lot. And I hope you follow me on YouTube, on Facebook at Facebook Serenity Weight Loss. But tonight what I'd like to do is start what I'm going to call my mantra series. We have 31 mantras in the program and mindful moments where I discuss important elements that pertain to the healing process from weight loss. If you know me, you know I take a mind, body, spirit approach to weight loss. It's a little bit different from the big three weight loss programs. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what I do by covering the mantras. We're going to talk about mantra number 31 tonight. And that mantra is never throw out the anchor. Now, what do I mean by that? Never throw out the anchor. Okay, let's take a closer look at that. I want you to, many people talk about how you got to get the weight off. Of course, I agree. You know, it's not healthy. You hear it all the time, right? It's not healthy for you. You're going to predispose yourself to diabetes, high blood pressure, yada, yada, yada. But what's missing, and it's such an important piece, you're probably going to be surprised when I tell you what it is. Have you noticed that no one talks about the benefits of being overweight? Well, that's what the 31st mantra is all about. Never throw over the anchor, which means park, right? If you're in a boat and you're throwing the anchor out, you parking. You're not moving. The boat's not budging. I am saying never throw out the anchor. But why would you do that? Fat has benefits. That's something, oh, how could that be? I don't want to be fat. How could you say that, Michelle? How could you say that, Coach Michelle? I don't want to be fat. That's why I came to you. Yes, but we got to look at how fat serves you. Why on earth would you get to 400 pounds, 320, 260, 256.9, 255, and stop? Somebody's got to pull you aside and say, what is that? That's what tonight's program is all about. That's what the 31st mantra is all about. What is that? I'm saying that fat has its benefits. What was that commercial that said, membership, American Express, membership has its benefits? Fat has its benefits. You're probably thinking, what? Oh, Coach Michelle has really lost it now. No, actually, we're doing Proverbs 4 and 7. In all thy getting, good understanding. And so, think about it for a minute. When you're on a plane and you're squeezing through, now we're talking big numbers here, over 200. You're squeezing through 220, 250, 260, 400 pounds, 265. Oh, excuse me, you're in a crowd. Oh, excuse me, you're in a movie theater trying to get by. Oh, excuse me, almost like bumper cars. Boop, boop, boop. The fat is like the layers of protection so that when you bump someone, boop, they bounce back. Now, as you release weight, you've now started to unpeel the fat, the layers. And now when someone bumps you, you get bruised. How do you know? Oh, you got experience. That's why you put it on in the first place. And so now the fat has accumulated. Literally, I can't hug you as much when you have weight on. Here's the caveat. Nobody can. Nobody can get close to you. Your heart may even have fat around it from the weight gain, which is called cardiomyopathy. People literally have to stand further back from you before they can get close. Fat, therefore, is protection from the elements, just like the snowsuit. Fat protects you from the elements. Now, let's go back to our bumper cart example. And I'm going to use both examples, a snowsuit and bumper carts. This time I want to go back to the bumper carts. So you're at the amusement park. You know how you drive? Boop, boop, boop. And the car bounces right off and you keep going. Winning means you don't get stopped. Am I correct? That's what winning at bumper carts means. It means you can bump somebody, not get hurt, and not get stopped. Oh, let's take this a little further. This is getting good, huh? You're losing the weight. We use the term releasing because if you lose something, trust me, you're going to find it again. Where you're releasing weight, the layers are peeling off, and then you come to a screeching halt. Your people are still bumping you, and you're going, whoa, whoa, and you're going, this is not fun anymore. You know why? You lost your bumpers. The bumpers fell off or are falling off. And now, boom, it hurts. Now, to borrow a term from Governor Cuomo, facts matter. It's not ingenious, but it's being used a lot as he does his press conference, and I like it. Fat protects you from nothing, but it is a bumper. And it feels like it does in your head. As illogical as it may seem, you might be thinking, oh, why would I do that? Well, the Bible says you would do it, but we don't want to go there for this episode of our video series. For this episode, we want to just talk about how the fat has served you all these years. It protects you so that when you get hit, boing, it bounces off and you're able to do like this a little easier. As the weight starts to get released, then these bumps are hurting again. Because remember, we got to also explain why you put the weight on in the first place. And so now, as the weight begins to release, the bumps start hurting again. Or you're fearful that the bumps will start hurting again. Imagine yourself, now let's go to our snowsuit example. Imagine yourself all bundled up in a snowsuit and going into the middle of the street and standing there, and someone like the Godmother, Coach Michelle, stripping you clean of all of your clothes. And you're standing in the middle of the street naked. That's not comfortable. And so you get to 232, 232.4, 232.2, and you go, oh my God, I'm stuck. What's going on? What's going on is that the removal of the layers of your snowsuit is now leaving you feeling naked because no one took the time to explain to you that the fat itself serves a purpose. So in other words, part of you wants it. Part of you wants to be fat because it keeps you warm and protected from the elements. So it seems illogical because after all, you came to a weight loss program. Why would I want to hold on to my weight? Mind, body, spirit, remember? The mind now is kicking in and saying, what? Oh no, you're not going to leave me naked out there, vulnerable to everybody can mess over me, hurt me, beat me up, bump me, and bruise me. Oh, no, not me, not me. And so you, and you toss out the anchor and you sit. But also you panic. Proverbs 4:7, in all that getting, get understanding. There's a post that Bernice, she's a superstar in our Shiro's chat room, and we call her Walk on Water Bernice, because it seems like she just bumbles everything and she still gets it. But Bernice put a very powerful post in the chat room today, and it said, if you want people to love you for who you are, take off the mask. So I'm going to give you another analogy for the fat. Fat is analogous to your mask. It is a mask. And just like Facebook, the Snowsuit, and the bumper cards, all of those three analogies have one thing in common. That is protection from intimacy, from people knowing who you really are. Intimacy, by the way, please everyone, don't mistake that the same as sex. It is not. You can be fearful, therefore, of intimacy and be married and sleeping in the same bed every night. Why would you be fearful of intimacy? From your current husband? Probably after you check back and see what some of your past issues are with your current husband, I'm betting it's beyond that. Because remember, we got to talk about why the weight got on before. And chances are the weight was on before you met your current mate. It just maybe got worse or it increased. And so your question is, where did I learn? What triggered me needing to be protected from intimacy? Could have been a molestation. Let's talk real, everyone. Could have been that you were battered by a man. Come on, let's talk real. You know what's going on out there. You ain't kidding nobody. Take off the mask. Let's stop this game. Now, Facebook is really good because it requires you to put up a face. But do you know, if you come to my Facebook page and you don't have a face, I ain't gonna respond to you as a friend. Because I don't respond to people who don't show their face. I'm not feeling that. So with that said, today we covered the 31st mantra of the Serenity Weight Loss and Detoxification Program. Never, ever drop anchor. And if you do, don't stay there for more than 3 weigh-ins. In other words, don't come in at the same weight 3 weigh-ins in a row. And if you do, then refer back to this video. And remember that I said, fat serves you. Fat is protection from the elements. So your job is to name the elements. Don't just say, well, I'm fearful of intimacy. Say what it is specifically. Give it a name. That's how you out the mind stuff. Give it a name. Don't just give it a nebulous, I'm afraid of intimacy. I'm afraid of. That's going to get the charge off. That's what's going to help you pull up the anchor and get moving again. With all that said, everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. Once again, this is Michelle Edmonds. They call me the Godmother. Thanks so much. We love you. Have a great evening. And be safe out there. Bye-bye.